Whenever I hear discussions about bullying, I see myself standing on the other side of the fence. When bullying takes place, there is generally two sides involved, the person who is being bullied and the one who is bullying. Why do people bully? And yes, growing up, I was a bully. Why was I doing that? There must be something on the back end that must be making a person bully others. Well, I'll give you a couple of examples. Growing up, I was shortest among all the other students in my class and also the children that I grew up in my neighborhood. What women used to do, all the women when they got together to chat around, they would make us stand by the wall and measure our heights, and they would make remarks like, oh, she's still too short for her age, and they'll tell my mom remedies to make me grow taller, and they'll literally pick that I was the shortest. And I used to feel that was very embarrassing, and I used to physically be conscious about it. And to strike back, the only way I knew was to beat their children, or to mentally abuse them, or to verbally say things that would, make them cry or make them upset. And I felt good about it. And that was the only way I knew back then to fight for what was happening to me. Well, as I grew a little bit older, I realized that there were better ways. For example, I had a nickname that people would twist and use it on me and, make it something else and make me really cry about it. And I realized that rather than beating them up and, abusing them, there were positive things that I could do. For example, I learned the art of writing letters to for example, my class teacher or someone concerned, and tell them what was I going through when I wasn't comfortable speaking in a certain situation, and that really helped. And while I always had a big mouth, I could speak about the situation, but earlier I didn't know what to really say and how to really explain. But then I started using my communication to explain the situation, be it verbally or writing. And I feel that communication is a huge weapon. That need to deal with it from both angles. Definitely person who is being bullied and the one who is bullying. We need to look at all the other factors that are making a person bully others. I mean, these were my examples, but I'm sure there's other things that are happening to people who are bullying. There's certainly embarrassing situations or some sort of abuse that they're going through on the background, which is making them take their anger out in those ways. Well, like I said, I wasn't bullied by the children, I was bullied by the adult. And if we want bullying to stop in our society, we need to improve our own behaviors first. It's a vicious cycle. If we do to children, someone else must be doing it to our children. We as adults as well need to look at our behaviors, watch our comments and remarks, because children have very sensitive minds and they do absorb everything. And yes, also teach our own children as well to kind of not make remarks that hurt others. So that's only one way. It's communication. It's the cycle of communication, and I think that's the only one way that we can actually fight bullying and stop it from happening.